The Supreme Court escalating an intense back-and-forth battle for control of Congress, with a landmark ruling that's already affecting some elections. The court's conservative majority ruling 6-3 that Louisiana's current congressional map, with 2 majority African-American districts, is unconstitutional, saying lawmakers allowed race to play a part in government decision-making.
This is exactly what we've been looking for, is some clarity and certainty from the courts.
Democrats blasting the ruling, arguing it weakens a key provision of the Voting Rights Act, aimed at prohibiting discrimination on the basis of race, adding that other majority black districts are now vulnerable to being erased.
Today is a devastating day in the history of our American democracy.
Former President Barack Obama accusing the court of, quote, abandoning its vital role in ensuring equal participation in our democracy. President Trump calling the decision a, quote, big win, which comes as he's urged GOP-controlled states to redraw their maps to boost Republicans.
Some states don't need to redraw, and some do.
That push creating a legislative tit-for-tat, both parties angling to win more seats, which will be key for the rest of Trump's presidency, with Congress currently narrowly controlled by Republicans. 8 states have already approved rare mid-decade map changes.
Drawing lines on the basis of race is wrong and unconstitutional.
Most recently, on Wednesday, the Florida GOP making a change that will lead to more Republican-leaning districts. Experts say the real implications will come in future elections. But lawmakers on both sides say this fight won't end until politics are removed from the entire process.
The Democratic caucus has tried to pass nonpartisan gerrymandering for 10 years. Republicans have rejected it. And so we have to all abide by the same rules.
I don't believe there should be guaranteed districts for anybody.
So, Garrett, how could this ultimately impact the upcoming midterms?
Well, it's all going to depend on how aggressive governors and state legislators really want to be here, with state primaries already in full swing. In the short term, most experts think that only a handful of states will have the combination of both political will and time to change their maps now before the midterms. I'd watch Tennessee and South Carolina, both of which have similar majority black districts that could now potentially legally be redrawn. But that would lead to Democratic states potentially trying to respond with new maps of their own. So I think what seems more likely is that before the next election in 2030, we'll see another months-long process of politicians redrawing maps to try to pick their voters before the voters pick their next set of politicians. Savannah?
All right, Garrett, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.